All right.
Okay, I am actively listening.
Okay.
Okay.
Take a seat, ma'am. Take a
Is
seat.
that a cougar?
Right
No,
here.
it's an emotional pet.
It's the LSPD mascot. As long as you're LSPD, it will not attack. I mean, as
I'm
long
not
as you don't make any
LSPD.
sudden movements.
It will
or
not
look it
attack
in the
you.
eye, or breathe, or think, move erratically or unerratically.
Miss
I'll sit
Frost,
very still.
I have a lot of
right.
experience with cats. I know how to tame them.
Okay.
He's saying he tames all the pussy.
Okay, let's.
Okay, let's keep
Lads,
it
we just
professional.
got we just got over a HR thing. Let's not.
Please, Peach.
Let's not.
I don't want to do it
Sorry,
work at
sorry.
autos. Unless it's by choice.
Sorry. Okay, sorry.
Miss Frost, you're here to make a complaint about an officer. May I hear your story, please?
I mean, there's a lot of people in here. I did say I was concerned about retaliation.
Two of the people here are part of command, so they need to know about this.
Okay.
I can ask Peach to step out if that makes you more comfortable.
No, it's fine. If you trust them, I don't know how to contact.
Peach.
I
Look at
was
me.
determined to make a civil suit over this issue, but every single person that I've talked to, they just go, "Oh, well, that's just what happens with Wrangler. It's just Wrangler. Wrangler just does those things, and he never gets any punishment for it, and he just allowed to do as he wishes, no matter."
Who told
what."
you that?
Literally every citizen who I've spoken to, just everyone who's ever had contact with Wrangler. Sir, I took a nap in my car the other night for 10 minutes, and then woke up to get a felony handed to me by Wrangler. The only reason I've not gone to fight it in court because he hasn't actually updated the paperwork, but I literally did nothing. I got fined almost $4,000 and then sent to Bolingbroke.
And may I see your ID real quick?
Sure, it's right here. It probably is not in my records because it's not reflected in my charges from my records that I checked on the public records.
Yeah, let's not jump to any conclusion. There's always two sides to the story. Come on now. Yeah, I don't see any charges on your record right now. You got no felonies, as far as I know.
I'm aware, sir, but that's the only reason that I've not taken this to court.
I understand, but you're fined, though. That does not make any sense. If you're fined for a felony, but you don't have the felony on your record, why would you...
I was fined. Perhaps I can go look at my bank
Jesus Christ!
records.
What is this? Okay.
He sent me to Bolingbroke, and I did nothing.
What?
Sir.
Didn't even check. Okay.
It's no small thing.
Hold on. You were sent up but not fined? What?
I was fined. He fined me. He fined almost $4,000 from me.
Miss Frost.
Aye.
So, can you walk me through what happened exactly?
Aye. So I took a nap. I parked my car across the street from the Legion Fleetco. There's paid parking spots over there. And I shut off the engine and I took a 10-minute nap. And when I woke back up, he was yanking on the door handle and asked me to get out the car. He accused me of like passing out from using heroin or something like that. Asked me to get out the car. I got out. I explained that I was just taking a brief nap and that was it. And
Jack, you have stop being mean.
If I could go.
Why are you guys being so rude, man? Let a role play. Jesus Christ.
I sure you can go. And then he said, "Actually, can I search your car?" And I said, "No, you can't just randomly search my car. I didn't have anything in there to hide, but I know my rights. You can't just legally search someone's car." And so he said, "Well, too bad. I'm searching it anyway." And he started yanking on the handle, and then he broke into my car and started going through everything. And I said, "Look, if you're upset about the meter, I'll just make sure it's paid now." And I went over and I paid it, and he started screaming, "Don't you dare pay that meter. That's evidence tampering." And he acted like he told me not to, but I wasn't trying to. And I said, "Listen, if it's about the meter, I was just trying to pay the meter," because at that point they put me in handcuffs and started searching me. I said, I don't care. I'll pay the meter twice. I didn't know.
Just role-playing fear and consequences. How often we see that?
And he said, "Oh, you'd pay more? Who'd you pay?" And I said, "No, I'm not going to say anything more because I don't want you trying to charge me bribery or something." And he said, "And that's bribery. You're being charged with bribery." And then he took me down to MRPD and had to wait through the storm and stuff and
She's
come
not
back
crying
and
out of
sit
roleplay, man.
before
Some of
me
you guys are
for 1
cringe.
month
Jesus Christ,
after
stop.
yelling at my lawyers.
Chat, you're really pissing me off. I'm sorry I
What's
had to
your
go
name
through. It's gonna be Brian Frost, Brian, Peach, and Jerry. Instant report number 802222. Miss Frost,
Okay.
I got your side of the story as far as what happened. I'm gonna be speaking with the command within, or the high command within the BCSO to inform them of this complaint that you bring forward regarding Senior Deputy Wrangler, and I'll try to give you an update once one happens. Right now, what we'd like to do is, oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Oh, sorry. I was just going to say there was 3 to 4 other officers also there at the time. They
Do you
all
remember
did
the names?
nothing. The only one that I know is crystal clear, and I was shocked that she just stood by and let all that happen. 'Cause I'd spoken to her before, but she just let it happen. She
And
didn't
when
say
was
anything.
this? This was before she was a
It
trooper.
was about a week ago now.
Oh, thank God. This was before she was a trooper.
Okay.
Okay, good. I see.
Been to-
Okay, well, we'll speak with the officers involved. If you do remember anything, you got my phone number. Feel free to either call me or text me. I'm going to forward this complaint, and what we like to do is we like to talk to the other side who's involved, see what happened. Then from there, conduct an internal investigation regarding this complaint and see if there's any valid reasons or concerns to issue a punishment or, a cause of termination. So I'll try to update you. You're not always get an update from us, but if I can't get an update for you, I'll let you know. Thank you for coming down here and explaining to us what happened with you. I do apologize that, you experienced something like that. And once I get the other side of the story as far as what happened, then I can get back to you and update you.
Right. Another detail about it. So during the entire stop, he was calling Judge Siobhan and saying, "Aren't you happy I arrested her for being Scottish?" and stuff like that. And then I think she was only judge on duty, so I don't think she could do bench trial because I tried to get bench trial.
Do the
and we
Irish
couldn't
hate the
get one.
Scottish?
But the whole time he was calling Siobhan multiple times, so she might be able to tell you something about it as well.
Oh my god.
What is where you're from matter in that arrest?
I don't know, but he was going on and on about Ireland versus Scotland, which I didn't
Yeah,
care.
the
People do that
context
all the
there
time
being
is-
Irish people and Scottish people arguing all the time, but we
which
don't
I
actually
just-
argue
I
all the
just
time.
Don't actually care. So
Okay.
it was like joking stuff, and then he decided to hit me with a felony and stuff like that.
I do apologize that you went through something like that. There's not even paperwork that is through. The fact that you've been only just fined, not even sent to jail, and there's no process for this is very concerning. And we're going to take this with the utmost seriousness. I can promise you that.
All right, thank you, sir. I'm gonna go look. I'll go look through my bank records, see if I can find
Please.
the fine, and I'll send you an image of that.
Once you've done that, and like I said, we spoke with the other side. What we'll try to do as well, if you are in a right in this instant, and an officer did not do his due diligence to make sure that your rights were protected, or the due process was not done correctly, you'll be, rewarded with the fine that you were given. At least we can compensate you that. We did not lose money in the process.
All right. I just cannot stress how much I would have taken this to civil court, other than the fact that everyone, including my lawyers, has informed me that Wrangler will target me and
That
do
won't happen.
everything he can. to
That
make my
won't
life
happen. I can promise you that. Things are different now.
Okay. All right. Thank you, sir.
Of course.
I have a question.
Aye.
Yeah.
So, Scotland and Ireland, they're neighbors?
Correct. Scotland is part of Great Britain, and Ireland, for the most part, is its own country.
Oh, okay. I get it now.
Do you think they were the same place there, Peach?
Huh? No? That's crazy.
Well,
If
while
I
you think
pointed
about
at
that, Peach, why don't you walk out Miss Frost out of here?
Okay.
And then just wait outside. I want to talk to the command only.
Okay. Come on, Miss Ross.
Jesus
Hey,
Christ.
real quick before you guys
Hey,
get into something.
yeah, what's going on?
Is there What do we need to do to get the materials for what's his face in that?
Don't worry about that guy. Don't worry about that guy. You should be gone pretty soon.
Oh, we're not doing that. Okay.
No,
Okay.
don't worry about that guy.
Okay, thanks.
This is bad. Like, how does
I see nothing wrong here.
What do you mean you see nothing wrong? It says
You know,
woman
it just
cries.
says woman cries. She was fined. It's not processed.
It's not even,
no
there's nothing in
report.
here.
There's
literally.
nothing here.
I'm more
There's
mad
no
about the fact
evidence.
there's no evidence.
Seems right. Seems
than,
about
than
right.
the fact that she was fine without even pre-process. Like, I don't know how to defend Wrangler on this one.
There's got to be a bigger picture.
I'm really hoping to God there's a miracle behind this because on paper this looks really bad.
I was in the city when this happened, but I was off duty. I remember I got a call from Bison talking about this, and I was like, dude, I'm like chilling with my wife right now. You know, let the on-duty officers deal with it. If I recall, the witness that the evidence tampering has something to do with, like, I think her or some shit trying to pay for the parking meter after the
Fair.
fact.
Listen, it's not about the fact she was arrested, or it's the fact that the way she was arrested and how this incident was conducted, it lacks evidence. The title is shit. There's nothing in the report, not even single evidence. It's not even processed or pled guilty. I'm more concerned about the basics of what happened here in this arrest.
I mean, I personally strike him. You know, I don't, like.
I mean, I don't think strike points are enough for this, if you ask me. I think strike points plus something else to make sure that Wrangler understand that this is not okay. But I'm going to talk to you already. I'll let him decide. I'm going to let the BCSO chain of command decide. I'm going to forward the complaint. Let the internal chain of command handle it. And then we'll go from there. I'm sure Toretti will definitely handle it. I trust him.
Also, the name of the title is a little.
Yeah, I'm not a fan
Oh.
of it. This is not police work. You don't write woman cries. I don't care what's going on. You can say woman being difficult, combative, argumentative, but cries? Like, what does that tell me?
Yeah. Plus, I hardly can push evidence tampering when there's no evidence submitted to tamper with.
What she said, she was charged, right?
She was billed, but she was never sent up.
But how?
I don't know. Brian, I'm actually confused about this. But like I said, we got to talk to...
Can she? We should have asked her to
Clear-
take a photo from the ATM.
She's going to, and she's going to send it to me.
Oh, okay.
That's what she said. She's going to the bank. Is Clear on duty? Maybe we can talk to somebody who's involved. I think Ben Scott was there probably.
When was this? Yesterday?
No, a week ago.
This
On the
is
17th.
This is 8 days ago.
Well, you know, I'm sure there's a logical.
When I
explanation.
say woman being difficult, I don't mean it as a, like
Are you?
like difficult as in combative,
Yeah.
like difficult people, right? Like she's
I don't
giving you a
think
hard time
there
for no
is.
reason. That's being difficult.
I mean, what logical explanation is there to not do basic paperwork?
Yeah, like combative, uncooperative.
Guys, it may be an active investigation.
Okay, but why bill somebody?
Into unauthorized parking?
I get what you're saying, Brian, but why bill her if it's an ongoing investigation? It's not even processed, right? So she got fined for something she didn't even do technically right now.
I feel like what I'm I'm sick as fuck, and for some reason, what I'm saying sounds funny to me, but I don't know if
I think
it's
you're
you
miming
guys-
too
No,
hard.
it's translating. I can pick up your tone. You're fine. You're fine.
Shelby on duty.
Bro, I am so my brain is so fucked for the past couple.
Who's around
Shelby
from-
was on duty a hot minute ago.
Okay, I'm gonna have to forward this to let's see who's around right now. There's nobody I can talk to. I guess I'll have to just talk to right
I
next time
can
I see
I
him.
can name one person that was on scene for that, and it was Bison. Bison was on scene for that.
Is he on
so
duty?
no, he's fucking pretending to be a Jedi. That fucking dork.
Oh my!
Um,
no, that's Friday. What?
No, old Jedi.
Oh, I see. I see.
Oh.
What I would do is I would put this on Bloom's desk.
Ooh,
and,
this would be a
and-
good. Actually, you're right, and you know what? I like what you're thinking, Jerry. God, God bless you.
Put it on Bloom's desk and give him Bison's. Tell him to speak to Bison because he was 100% on scene. Because I remember him give me a phone call about it.
Wait,
um,
none of these, half these reports don't have dates on it.
What do you mean?
Well, look up his name.
Wrangler's name?
Yeah,
No.
El Nova. Fredo Sanchez.
Wait, Wrangler's got an OG state ID 1101.
Eric does perjury.
That's pretty epic. I
Eric
guess.
Schmerick. What the fuck is this?
It's not even loading for me. Hold on.
What the fuck?
Wait, what are you looking up right now? Because for me, are you looking for state ID? What are you looking up for right now?
No, you search the name and it makes all the reports pop up, right?
Why is my MDW lagging behind?
Like just type Wrangler.
Oh, okay. I typed Randy Wrangler. Okay. Nothing pops up. Are you doing reports or instant reports?
I just.
Oh,
I
I
just-
see.
incidents.
Okay. I see it. Lee Nova. Where is? Oh my. Okay. This one's missing. There's nothing going on here. Oh no. This one's missing too as well. There's not.
Wait, a lot of these aren't. Yeah.
I think Frost might have tipped us off about Wrangler not doing his paperwork again.
The one I will say that one thing I really think we need to do is standardize titles. The MDW being so fucked, all this like mix of like styles is so shit.
So this is
Like,
good.
there's
Okay,
British
this is good.
style.
This
there's
is good.
American style.
there's something over
sometimes
here.
it's dates. Sometimes it's. You need a stand. Otherwise, you can't search.
Oh my god, a
shit.
report. Hell
Are,
yeah.
are you talking about the
This
date?
one's empty.
Yeah, it should be name,
This one's good.
primary infraction or description, bar,
What?
Americanized date, month, day, year.
No, that doesn't make sense. It should be
We-
day, month, year.
We live in America, motherfucker.
Yeah, but that doesn't make sense to me. That hurts my brain.
This is good. This is
We
good.
live in
I know it.
America.
I know.
Why
I
is
know.
it
But it makes no
censored?
sense
What the
to my
fuck is that?
brain.
Well, whatever. Listen, even if it ends up being the British one, the point is it needs to be standardized. Otherwise, doing basic things like searches
Yeah.
on incidents that need to be tied together
Yes.
becomes
Absolutely.
impossible.
In fact, I'm reading a couple of Wrangler's report. It says crime. That's not a proper title for us to look up, unless you remember the incident number every single time. And let's be honest, not everybody's gonna remember the goddamn incident number. So typing crime for an incident that happened is not proper. And honestly, we should make a PD announcement to give people a heads up to change their fucking titles. And if they don't, hey, strike points on top of strike points equals suspension. So they got no excuse that way.
Whatever the standard is, I don't really care. It should be like, yo, 3 days ago this happened. What other incidents took place? And we should be able to type the date and see all the reports that
It
day.
should be basically, it should be incident title, should be either the location where it happened or the premises as far as what transpired. So gang related shooting, BSK versus Saints on said day.
Yeah.
Right? Or it could be so and so tries to kill so and so on this date, right?
Man, if only there was like a unified body that would really know what should be done here.
Well,
That's
that
crazy.
body's being built up right now, Brian. So just give it some time.
Oh, thank God. Thank God.
I think
And definitely not multiple ones that have a different idea as to what the basics should look like.
I mean, to me, the basics are all like. I mean, remember my training? It's just a primary suspect. If there's one suspect, or if it's a group of people, whatever gang they're related to, plus the crime, the date. That's always been it. But if it's like, I don't know, burger shot stabbing, something like that, it's not hard to generalize a crime.
Yeah,
or a
stabbing a
group.
burger
Yeah.
shot, today's date. It's just simple as that, right?
Yeah, one of two things, right? Like if it's a primary suspect, Ballas, bar, incident, like robbery of a financial, robbery of a Felica, bar, whatever it is. Subject, incident, date.
Yeah. I think we just need something that's just generalized. I'm not sure if we have it in our SOPs. I gotta go back and check. I don't know if we have something like that written down. We might.
Oh, please don't forget to make that announcement about the 100-mile-per-hour pitch, please.
I will. I'm gonna announce that.
Appreciate you.
I'm gonna announce that probably tonight or tomorrow. What else?
Where, Bess, do you know where that came from? I brought it up when
Yeah.
Sweets did.
Yes,
What?
it came
It
from when the
definitely
mechanics.
creeped out.
It came back from when it stems from when the mechanics came in overnight, worked on all of our cars in the dark, and suddenly we were maxing out at about 110. So we had to lower the pitting speed because there was no way in fucking hell that our like fucking rundown fucking cars is gonna hit fucking shit.
By the way, full disclosure, I was going to bring this up way before this incident took place. I want to make that very clear. The title thing.
Okay, right.
Oh, I can't
Yeah.
change my freaking.
Oh, also
profile.
Bison, fuck, your ears must have been burning.
I just saw you guys in here. What's up?
Oh, oh, perfect. Okay,
Have a seat, Bison.
have a seat.
Okay.
Mate, you didn't mention BJ at all. Oh wait,
I was in here earlier.
I've
when
not learned the
BJ was here.
config. I still need
he's right
lessons.
there. Look at him. Little
Yeah,
cutie.
he's still. I guess Barry forgot to take him home.
Okay. Bison.
Yes, sir.
Do you recall an incident with a suspect named Briar Frost involving a parking meter and her being inside her car and falling
yeah.
asleep?
Very well. Yeah. I remember.
Can you walk us through what happened exactly?
Yeah. So I gotta recall a little bit here. I was going on patrol and I found Wrangler pulling somebody over and was like, I'm going to yelling, I'm gonna search your car, I'm going to search your car, blah blah blah. So I pulled over and I was like, okay, what's going on? I didn't say it out loud. I was just like kind of like, going to check out, make sure everything was okay. At which point, the woman who owned the car, which I'm assuming is Frost, so she's the one that got that's the one you're talking about. I guess like was yelling at him saying like, you have no right to search my car. I don't give a consent for this, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, ma'am, I just need you to step over on the sidewalk, please. I understand like you're upset, but I just don't want you in the road, all that kind of stuff. If I recall correct. Essentially, she was like, okay, I'm going to pay the parking meter then because that's what you guys are all upset about.
Max, you're
'Cause I
probably
guess,
must
like, she
appreciate
paid
that.
it, and then like it expired while she was there or something she was claiming. At which point, Peach, I know you are not calling me right now when you're looking through that window.
Oh,
At which point she stepped over the sidewalk and then she said, I'll just pay it since you guys are so upset about it. I'll just pay it again. She said it expired while she was sitting there because she was deep in thought while sitting in the car. She wasn't actually she didn't park her car, according to her. At which point she then paid the meter and then Wrangler's like, did you just pay that meter? Did you just pay that fucking meter? And he's like, okay, well now you're getting evidence tampering. And then he's like, now you're under arrest. And he was already searching your car at this point. And I guess like he was searching her car because it was unauthorized parking for not paying the parking meter. And that that was the initial reason for everything. And that he was going to get it towed and that's why he was searching it. But like he didn't give her any clear.
So you never saw the initial reason why she was being detained, arrested. You came.
Sorry, say again?
You came after she tried to pay her parking meter.
No, I was there as soon as Wrangler walked up to the car. I was like, I'm going to search this car. I'm going to search
Why
this car.
is he searching the car though? What was the probable cause behind it?
My understanding is that he was going to get it towed for unauthorized parking for parking at an expired meter.
Okay, and was
But
that
there's no-
that was the
nothing
city
in
hall,
our-
right?
No, this was right in front of Legion Square Bank.
Okay, there's no laws against that. To be fair,
There's no
I-
laws specifically targeting parking meters, but it
Yeah,
is technically
it's-
unauthorized parking.
no, it's not. Because in the city of Los Santos, we don't have that legislation or citation for unauthorized.
It was a court ruling from the judges. It wasn't a legislation
To
thing.
make it into a fucking case law or some sort of legislation. or
I'm
else-
not disagreeing with you. I'm not like.
So you're
you know,
telling me
I'm not
this was
saying
ruled in a
that's not the
bench
case.
trial and there was no case study behind it?
I don't know. It was my understanding that it was ruled upon by a judge that if you don't pay a parking meter, then it's unauthorized parking.
But
I don't know what judge. I don't know who said it. I just know that's what I was told.
an
Told by who? Told by who? Sorry.
Pretty sure Wrangler told me that. I'm not 100%.
parking in an area that's unsafe or on government property. Parking on the sidewalk to include any portion of the tire touching the curb. Parking in one direction of traffic. Parking red line. Parking in front of a fire hydrant. Parking vehicle across multiple parking spaces. Vehicle is subject to tow. Government's vehicle
Yeah,
with
it
lights
wasn't
sirens.
any of those
So
things.
yeah, it's not on here. How can it be unauthorized parking if it's not stated in the penal code though?
I don't know. Honestly, I really
He
don't.
was on the phone to Siobhan. She mentioned that, so maybe he called Siobhan.
Oh, yeah. Because Siobhan's Irish.
Correct.
Thank you.
Why does
Thanks
that
for the
matter
quest-
in this
thanks for
arrest
the
once again?
question mark
Why
at
does
the
that
end.
matter?
Well, so it matters because oh my god, I remember everything now. This was a whole ordeal. I guess Siobhan is Irish, and this woman that was being ticketed was Scottish.
Right?
At which point, Wrangler, I talked to Siobhan, and I was talking to her about a few things, and I was like, and she was saying how Wrangler was off his meds, and I needed to get him back on his meds. So I was like, okay. So I threatened Wrangler. I was like, Wrangler, get back on your fucking meds. I swear to God, I was doing all that kind of shit. And then he was like, I'm not taking my meds. And I was like, then go apologize to her right now. And then he was talking to Siobhan in the office in here and said that he did it. He arrested her because he wanted to impress Siobhan because Scottish people and Irish people hate each other.
How does
So-
this get worse? How does this get worse? Holy fuck!
Yeah, that happened.
Wait.
At which point she said,
Did
"You
you
only impressed me with-"
actually?
Yeah, that's literally what he said. I heard that.
Do
I was
you
sitting- I was sitting
believe
with-
that's
Oh my
what he was
God.
doing, or do you
Oh
think
my
he
God.
said that in
This
jest?
can't be real. This can't be serious. This has
I'll
got to be a
be
joke.
honest, it's Wrangler. It could be either or. I
You
really
sure
don't. Answer
there's
that
no
one.
hidden cameras or people laughing in the audience? Are you sure about that?
Dog, I am telling you, sir. I am telling you, we were sitting here with a judge, a psychiatrist, 3 cops, and then Shelby was there. Sergeant Lane was in the office when he said it. At which point he literally said, I was trying to impress Siobhan by arresting somebody that was Scottish because Irish people and Scottish people hate each other.
So,
At which point she said, you'll impress me by your paperwork. Also, by the way, I'm denying your warrant, denying your search warrant, and he started screaming at her.
and on top of it, what paperwork? There's no paperwork in this Bison. There's not even a single piece of evidence in there. The title is Woman Cries. That's it.
I'm sorry.
Good?
Yeah, I'm good. I don't listen, Bass. I was not an arresting officer. I
That's
wasn't
man
even
cries.
support. I was just making sure she didn't go and stab Wrangler. That's really all I was there for.
Who?
As soon-
The
as soon as I
lady?
saw-
Why was
Yeah.
she gonna get raided? Like, what was found in her possession?
I honestly
Bro, I
don't
think
know
she's
what was
getting
found.
raided. I think he found
I think
fuck
Wrangler
all.
was just
Wait,
I think
so,
Wrangler was just trying to fuck
Can
with
you
her.
explain to me how is Miss Frost acting the whole time? Was she being combative or uncooperative?
She
at
was
all?
she was not being combative. She's not being uncooperative. She was more so being what's a good word I can use here that's not offensive?
Yo, Dead Trooper, thank you
hang
2
on.
months. I really appreciate that, homie. Thank you.
What was her name again?
Briar Frost.
Breuer.
Yeah, I just got her.
And he submitted a warrant. Am I
I
misunderstanding?
guess like she was agitated. She was very agitated.
Okay, so she was
No.
giving her a hard time.
And then he was saying that she was hysterical. And I was saying, you can't say that. And he was like, I will say it. And I was like, okay.
Why can't you say hysterical?
If you call a woman hysterical, it's not very nice.
Oh,
So she was
Yeah,
fined.
I learned that recently.
She was fined 8 days ago. I see that right there. I sent it to you, Brian, by the way.
Wendell, what do you
yeah.
need?
I need to give you guys a pretty interesting and important update.
Can it
Hold on,
wait?
what?
Yeah, it could probably wait a little bit, but
No, what's going
What's
on?
the
Come on.
topic?
Well, yeah, fire away.
well, we arrested a guy for transporting human remains. Carmine was involved. The guy blames Carmine as well as
Oh
another
my
person.
god!
who,
I'm about
according
to
them,
punch a
had
hole in the
nothing
wall,
to do
man.
with it.
I'm about to do it, Sean.
But now we had
I got a human trafficker as a cop?
Psych eval, and doctor recommended that shouldn't be sent up because he was not an imminent threat. But now he's currently threatening to stab people, including Ollie and Carmine over Twatter.
Get Carmine over here now. Get him to
What?
the-
Sorry,
get him to
I'm
the captain's
confused.
office now.
Carmine was
He's on the
moving dead
phone.
bodies?
Get him-
What?
Tell him his
No.
job in the PD is dependent on him being at the captain's office.
Yeah, I'm
Send
trying
that
to get
text
hold of
message
him
now.
fast. He's just currently on the phone.
Text him. Text him what I just said right now.
Will do.
Thank you, Wendell. I appreciate the update. Thank you.
That's a good thing he didn't wait to tell us that.
Brother, how does it get worse? Again.
But what's the corp Scottish?
What? Shut the fuck up. shut the...
Shelby
knew about this, you're saying?
She was in the office when I had a doctor and a psychologist come talk to him.
I'll talk to him, okay? I'll talk to him. I love you so much.
We will talk to Jerry. Give me some good news. I need some good news, man. Just lighten up my day with good news, okay? Come on. Right now, scale of 1 to 10, how bad is this? Okay, Brian's not paying attention. Bison, on the scale of 1 to 10, how
No,
bad
say-
is it?
Sorry about that. Apparently,
sorry? What-
Carmine's calling my wife and harassing her because he didn't want to give her a pet from Polito Pets and told her why is a
What?
criminal scum running Polito Pets? So
Yo, wait. So what, Bass? What did you ask me? I was trying
I
to
said on a scale of 1 to 10, how bad is it, you think?
on what? Carmine?
No, Wrangler. The incident with Wrangler.
Oh, the Wrangler incident. I think he's probably got a logical explanation for it. I don't think it's the end of the world, to be honest.
I hope so. I'm not gonna
here-
hold my breath. I'm not gonna hold my breath, but I really hope
I'm
so.
gonna keep it a buck. All right. If even half of what's true, it's inappropriate, right? But I'm gonna keep it a buck. All right.
$1.50.
I think Wrangler gets a lot of shit unnecessarily, and their real problems the real issues go under the rug because motherfuckers do some wild shit and you don't find out.
Yeah, I'm glad we found out.
At least
because
his shit
this was never brought up
is
with Shelby.
in an MDW. At least
Yeah.
in his case, it can be sorted with a conversation.
Didn't he also?
There's more worrying, pressing shit throughout this.
Didn't
CTV.
Sweets also tell me
Fair,
about like
fair,
he
but-
made a warrant without a report?
Yeah,
That should not be
That's the thing
happening.
I spoke to Malarkey about that.
Why don't you tell Bass what happened? It was pretty funny.
Wait, who's this about?
Tommy Malarkey, in all his infinite wisdom, I will start this off by saying his heart was in the right place. Okay,
So he comes
he
from a
was
good
like,
place,
okay, I want people to realize, fill out your reports. If you're going to do a fucking report, fill it out. If you're gonna put a warrant out for someone's arrest, do that fucking report so people know what the fuck they're doing, and then they can back it up. Okay. Instead of going to the arresting officer and being like, hey, can you make sure you do this report? You didn't fill it out. That helps me. It helps you, right? If you have a problem with someone or a problem with their report writing, you as a fucking adult with a brain will approach them and be like, hey, do this report. Buddy, I'm just trying to help you out. That's how it should be. Instead, he
In his infinite wisdom.
takes a picture of the report that's empty with a warrant on it, and in the shift 3 meeting puts it up on the projector, blurs out the arresting officer's name and the suspect with the warrant, and says, "Hey guys, this is a really bad report. It's got a warrant on it. It's got no evidence, so let's not fucking do this." Malarkey did not do a good job of blurring out the name of the arresting officer, which was Randy Wrangler, who was in the room.
Look,
Oh,
look, I'm just gonna say that like I saw the blurriness and like the report number and the name were like you could not tell shit from those two, and then Wrangler was like barely blurred, and it's like, oh
Yeah.
And then what happened? Did the lid come off or what?
Yeah, no, he was like, what the fuck you doing? What are you, a pussy who hates confrontation? How about next time you bring this to my fucking face? Pretty much.
You just got a point. I do respect people that talk one-on-one instead of, put people on full blast in front of others to make themselves look good.
Yeah,
I do agree
that
with
was
that.
my point
I
to
do
him.
agree with
My
that.
point was like, next time, if you have a problem with an officer, don't put him on blast in front of a shift 3 meeting.
Yeah.
That makes you look poorly. It makes you look like a shithead.
Yeah,
in my
exactly.
opinion.
Also,
Exactly.
should we
You gotta
tell Bass about our new message to people if they're moving the PD?
Yeah.
What's going on?
Yeah, I mean, I would just,
So-
there's a lot of firing going on at the moment, right?
Yeah. No, don't worry.
So,
I'll take all
we
that,
got-
bro.
Sweets and I were
So-
cooking today.
So
We
it's
were
like,
cooking.
okay, here, Bass, fire me. Not actually, not real. Don't actually, but
Hang on, wait, let me, hang on.
give him a second, and then pick a random reason why you're
Can we
firing
take it off
me.
someone
You're
will
firing me.
chat behave.
Jerry, you're fired.
User in your channel was banned from the
PD.
That's
what?
fucked up. That is fucked up. You're bringing back some bad memories right now, Bison, you son of a bitch.
It cuts out the middleman, gets the job done.
Yeah, right then, right there, man.
A little
Oh,
cruel,
on a
but
serious note, it's pretty cruel. On a serious note, if somebody needs an
we're
explanation,
not actually doing that. We're not
okay,
actually
thank
doing
God.
that.
Okay, because I was worried for a second, but when you started
I'm
laughing,
just
I
gonna
thought.
say everybody I've listened to that has laughed at it. I'm just putting that out there. I
No,
think
I
everybody thinks it's
smiled.
great.
I smiled, but that is some dark humor right there. But I smiled. Listen, if anybody's got a problem with either being fired, they want an explanation, I'm doing it through the emails and the conversation in private, so they can reach out to me, and I'll be giving a message personal as far as
You
why.
sure you don't want that soundbite? You just forward it to
Probably not, because you know, they're not really banned from the PD if you think about it, because they can still reapply. I
Well,
mean,
I can get it kicked from the PD if you want.
they're more kicked from the PD, not
Let 'em-
banned.
let 'em
I
cook,
can get,
man,
I
a
can
little bit,
get
you know
kicked
what I'm
one
saying?
going. Yeah, I can get a kicked one. Hang on.
But yeah, so Malarkey did that, and I told him that's shitty.
Dude,
like,
before
your heart's
Discord,
in a
I
good
remember the
place,
days you chill in
but the
TeamSpeak
way that
all
you
the time, man.
approach it is wrong. I think in terms of not doing a bunch of fucking reports, I would probably strike and suspend. But for me, I want people's departments to keep their departments in check. So, like I said, in terms of that, put something together, put it on Bloom's desk, and be like, "Hey, this is happening." Shelby's apparently Shelby's there, so she's already aware.
Yeah.
I would. That's how I would go about it. And I would hope other departments would come to me.
I'm gonna take a picture. I can't believe I'm doing this, but nowadays I take pictures of MDW reports.
Yeah,
Just
bro. I already
in
took him an
case.
hour, like 30 minutes ago.
I'm gonna go take a picture right now. You never know, brother. You never know. Just in case.
Yeah.
Because if MDW corruption happened in the past.
What do you mean? It was always like this.
Yeah. I'm gonna take a picture of it real quick. Make sure that you know, if anything changes, at least I get the prior report.
I am serious about what I said, by the way. I know as bad as this looks, like you did what I say like resonate, or am I like talking way too much in between?
I think what you're saying is instead of you shouldn't put someone on the chopping block without hearing them out first. Is what you're
Agreed.
saying. Yes, that is how. That's how it always should be.
I am also
That's what I
saying
get on the
that
daily.
thank God at least there's enough here that something
our
can be
team.
done to be corrected. You know, part of my man, this sucks. Like why I'm not like as like this is only a 5 out of 10 is all the shit over the last couple of weeks of things going like happening in the shadows. You know what I'm saying, Bass? The various incidents.
Oh, for sure. I think context is key. That's why I told Briar that we need to speak with the other party involved in this. I didn't want to say, "Oh my God, this is so bad. What the fuck? How could something like this happen?" I didn't want to throw the people involved under the bus in front of her to make myself look good without talking to them and then sending either a message or reaching out to her and giving her like some sort of like update as far as the status of this case. I think it's probably the most healthier way to go about it. That way we don't cause more of a divide that we have in the PD.
User in your channel was kicked from the.
PD.
That's fucked up.
Bro, y'all fucked up, man.
Hey man, shift 2, you man, you gotta laugh.
This
You
is the humor we get, man. I'm gonna be
you
honest.
got when you're forged in the fires of shift 2, man, your humor starts to get pretty fucked up.
What I would like to see out of this, I know this is something that gets a lot of pushback because it falls into the do your job category. But you know what I don't like about the do your job stuff is that mantra means that 90% of the PD doesn't actually know how the job should be done. So if there is like a common occurrence that's occurring, whether it's titles and shit like that, I'd much rather see some continued education of here is the expectation.
Correct.
Even if it has
correct.
to be
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
repeated again 6 months
have
later,
to.
you
You
gotta
have
get
to repeat
people
it.
on notice.
You have to repeat it.
Yeah.
Because people don't listen the
it's-
first time. It's unfortunate.
yeah.
It's just you got to be a broken record sometimes.
I think the do your job mentality, yeah, okay. You don't need to fucking repeat the same thing day by day by day by day.
Yeah.
People are gonna wave that away, but a gentle fucking reminder every couple of weeks, maybe a month of just being, hey guys, don't fucking do this. It's making everyone's job harder. Just do this. A reminder, not a threat, but a reminder that this needs to be done. The standard needs to be upheld. Is not a problem.
I'd say, I know I've Said this back in January. I'm going to say it again. Every 2 weeks, common widespread issue. Let's say it's reports this time. That standard gets posted, and that there's extra scrutiny over those 2 weeks for everyone to shape up in that aspect. It creates a unified improvement. Otherwise, like, it's a waste. Think about how much of a waste of efficiency it is finding one incident, spending 3 hours with that one officer while the rest do the same shit. I'm not saying everyone's doing exactly this, but there are going to be other incidents. You kind of get what I'm saying here. It saves a lot of fucking
1,000%.
headache.
1,000%. The approach to it is the most important thing. Not really how you talk to them. Well, no, it is how you talk to them, but it's how you approach it from the start, in my opinion. That matters. Because the second you go off the wrong side of the conversation, I'm not going to listen. You're just going to be talking to a wall for the next 30 minutes. And I don't think you're going to be very effective to make them listen and also communicate to them what you expect to change and happen.
Yep, 100%. That way no one feels targeted either, which I think is a big thing, right? I think a lot of times people
Fair,
shut
but
down
at times in the PD, what we've done to not make people feel targeted is make a policy for 4 or 5 people who are the main culprits of this breaking the policy. But instead of targeting those 5 people, we make a policy for everybody else. So 90% of the PD feels that when 10% is at fault.
I think I kind of am with you. I guess it depends on the approach, right? Like, I mean, I think an announcement along the lines of, hey guys, we are now including, it should be like, yo, smiley face. Hey guys, today, this week's continuing education is we're upping the standard on reports. Here's the format for the title. Here's the format for the body. Make sure to do this. Command is watching, smiley face. And then of the egregious cases, you know, hey, there was an announcement. Why did you not do it? All right, cool. 15 strike points. Get the fuck out of my office, motherfucker.
Yep. Continue indication of what a leading question is.
I am listening.
Oh,
I'm
thank
just
you,
going
Shooter.
over
Thank you.
report.
You've been paying attention, huh? I can see
To
you've been
do
paying
a
attention.
24-hour hold.
Low key, I like when chat challenges me, okay? I like it.